Hi, I'm Jez Rose, a canine behaviour specialist. I help dogs nationwide with their doggy problems. So if you've got more than one dog, you're going to have to think a little bit about managing those dogs and the resources. For example, say you've got two dogs and only one chew toy. The potential for them fighting over that chew toy is quite high, or at least they're beginning to, allow jealousy to develop. So it's a really good idea to have at least one toy per dog, and I would advise that you have exactly the same toy too. Now, it might be that with some dogs, it doesn't matter what toy or what item that other dog's got, even if it's identical to the one the dog has, they'll want the other one, just because the other dog's got that one. And that's where we come in, because we need to manage those behaviours a little bit. Just as you would swap and exchange treats for a puppy, so for example, the puppy brings a shoe into you and starts chewing the shoe, and you ask the puppy to drop the shoe and give them the chew toy and say, "Oh, good puppy, that's the one, I want you to chew the chew toy, not that." That's exactly the same thing we're going to do with our dog that still tries to steal the other dog's items. We're going to ask them to drop that and give them the original one they had. A couple of repetitions of that and the dog will get the idea that, oh, okay, yeah, I have to have mine, not what the other dog's having. And I would, probably always supervise, at least in the initial stages, those dogs with chew toys or things that they're chewing to make sure that nothing gets out of hand. It's a really good idea to have a very good drop or leave it cue taught for your dog. So I would teach them, a leave it or a drop or an off or a bring it to me if you're going to start using chew toys or have more than one dog around, so that when you ask the dog to, he'll leave that chew or that toy alone and you can exchange it, regularly for a treat or a bit of its dinner and give the toy back to it so it learns that actually when you ask it to off or leave or drop, it doesn't necessarily mean to say that all of that is going to end and the playtime's over. It's just a part of some fun training that you've built into the dog's training schedule. And you can find a video which teaches the leave command in the video library of the Naturally Happy Dogs website.
Leave it. Good. Take it. Good boy.
If you do have a dog that demonstrates guarding behaviour, so you approach the bone or the toy and they growl or they snarl at you, just back off. Don't try and prise the bone out of their mouth. Don't try and grab the toy. Don't go with this ridiculous show them who's boss and take the toy away from them. Turn it into a positive thing. So turn away from the dog, just walk away from them, perhaps call them somewhere else in a nice excited voice. Let's do some distraction, get rid of that tension around the object and go back to stage one where you can start teaching the dog to drop items and they get a treat for dropping it and the toy again. And absolutely contact a professional behaviourist for further advice. If you've got a growling dog, dogs have teeth, and teeth and skin, teeth always win.